Hello, mate.
How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the Sassins. It's me, Rug Sassin, and I'm here with Sir Gordon.
Hello.
And I'm not about to toot my own horn. I'm about to toot Sir Gordon's. Because this is the best damage build you have seen. You have used. It's the best one. You can either do it with one player or two player. At the current state of the game, this is the best setup you can have. If you think you can do better, come at us. Quite literally, show us what it is, because we don't think there's anything better than this. It's mainly down to Gordon's build. I've got a tank build, so he's doing all the work. Let's show you what it is. So before we start, these are the enchantments that we're using. All right, let's go. Cool. I'm going to show you Gordon's screen, and he's going to talk through what he's got. Go for it, Gordon. Go for it. Show us your wisdom.
Then. Right, I've got the Gunslinger Bouncer's hat that you get off a boss drop from the Lizard Gunner.
Before you move on, there is a better one than that, isn't there?
Oh, yes. There is you can get a 4-star enchanted... not 4-star, sorry. 4 enchanted hat off him.
It's a rare drop, but if you keep farming the Lizard Gunner, it can drop with 4 enchantments. That's what you're aiming for, but if this is what you get, this is what we've got.
I've got myself a perfect roll thief boss, red eyes, purging dangerous chest, black armor for men. I've also got a scorching fire demon glider, so more attack, more life, more attack again. I've got 2 maxed out red eye purging executioners, Kai 20.
Fancy.
I'm using the basic.
Obviously, the weapons are maxed at level 20. We may do another video showing you how to easily get them. Stay tuned. Sorry, continue.
Yes. I got 2 of the basic iron rings at Dangerous Thief Boss. And I am using a whetstone, an Elephant Crimson Dragon whetstone, which is handy indeed.
So it's mostly about the enchantments that gets the power of this build. Obviously, if the items are switched out, that doesn't matter too much, providing you've got the enchantments. I mean, obviously, this build is set like this for a reason, but if you wanted to swap different things, as long as you're using them enchantments, you're getting them buffs. But this is the build. Use this one. If you want. Do you want to run us through what kind of skills and things you're using?
Right, skills. Start on basic. I do have dodge roll maxed out, which I'm sure is just leaves you 1 point into dodge roll and it's maxed anyway.
You can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
I have 2 points into rabbit drum. I have 1 in double jump. And I also have 1 in over the rainbow, which is not really necessary. I just got it just for a tiny bit so I can glide for a bit longer if I need to. That's totally up for you if you want to pick certain things. I do have skill fighter maxed out, so my cooldown comes back faster just in case I accidentally miss my main ability thing. I don't have to wait a super long down for the cooldown to come back.
Oh, he does. He misses it a lot.
Yeah, I miss a lot. And now on combat.
The juicy stuff. Let us know. This is what we came for.
All right, I maxed out triple slash. Use that for ads, clear, and stuff like that. Don't really need to use that for boss and stuff. Just so you can unlock the next tier. Maxed out battle hymn. All for that more damage and buffs. Also buffs your teammates if they're in close proximity.
Now, I also have that on my build, which is obviously the tank build. So if you wanted to, if you're running with a tank that's using that, you could switch that out for someone else. But if you're also running solo, you're going to want that too.
And obviously, it is a dual wielding build, so maxed out. And then one of the biggest where your damage comes from is black water formation. You do lose a lot of defense, so you are kind of a glass cannon with this build.
That's where I come in.
Obviously maxed out. 1 in Bloodbath. Backstab maxed out, sorry.
How many points can you have in Bloodbath?
Bloodbath, you can get 6 points in it, I think it is, or 6 points.
So my thought would be, if you are running with someone that's tanking and buffing you with the battle hymn, take your points out of battle hymn and stack them all in Bloodbath. That's what I would do.
Yeah. There is other ones you can play with, but this is what I found works for me. And then the big damage, the eye slash. Amazing ability. First hit does 1 damage, and then the second hit after that piles all that damage to the last target hit with the first strike. So if you use it just on a boss, all that next damage is going to go straight on the boss. And it's an extra 650 damage, which I will show you on a test dummy soon, how much damage you can hit with this.
What we got under magic?
Level 3 heal, just so in case you get hit by big damage, you can run off, hide in the corner, heal yourself up. I do have 1 point into resurrection, just in case Ross forgets it's a heat zone and faints and dies.
I did that live on video.
Nothing can live in. Trickery, this is where some fun stuff is. 1 point into lean force. 4 points into wild might. So when you eat some raw meat, it'll increase your attack for a short period of time. Stealth maxed out. So when you get into a boss room, you chuck your stealth on, you can sneak up behind them and use your main IO slash and do massive amounts of damage. And then gluttony, which pairs perfectly with wild might. So when you eat, you can eat 5 times and it stacks your crit damage. With it maxed out, you'll get an extra 56 max crit and minimum 35%. Really nice. And then I have 3 points into sneak attack. So that bonus melee damage, it's, yeah, all damage.
So again, if you're not using that battle hymn, you could put some more points into sneak attack to just buff that out even more.
Yeah.
But obviously, you got the resurrect, you got the battle hymn. If you're playing solo, you want them things anyway. Well, not resurrection. If you're not playing co-op, you can keep resurrection. Get rid of resurrection. Yeah, obviously, if you're playing solo, you're going to want battle hymn. All depends on what your situation is, but this is the basis of it.
And that's pretty much it for skills.
Obviously, once if they make more levels, you can pump these skills up a little bit more. All right, show us the damage.
So damage. So when you get into a boss fight, you'll get your battle hymn on. Eat some meat. Get it all the way stacked up to 5. As long as you've got a couple of points in, you should be fine. Battle hymn and the other damage ability will give you the most. Pop that one. Go into stealth. Sneak up.
Damn!
659,000 damage.
That's a big number. Now, obviously, that is a one-shot build, so if you've got lots of enemies all around you, you can't do that to them all at the same time. But when you run into a boss room, pop goes the weasel.
Very nice and quick boss fights, and
now, obviously,
just use that ability to clear up ads.
This is a very glass cannon squishy, put out as much damage as you possibly can in the shortest amount of time. That, ladies and gentlemen, is where I come in. Because no matter what game we play or who we're against, everyone and every AI aggroes on me. So it makes sense that I play a tank. So I always go tank because that's the case. It's just the way it's always been. We'd see a team of 4 or something. Who's the first person they all shoot? Me! So I play tank. My whole job is to keep the enemies off of him, so he can do what you've just seen. Which is obviously quite easy because he's got stealth, but sometimes when you're fighting an open world boss and there's lots of other enemies about, it's good to have the tank. Ooh, so my build is... what are the buttons? There we go. Obviously you've seen the enchantments earlier. I built this one. I mean, this is not optimized at all. I just got it to a point where it works. I've not optimized it. Gordon's build is a lot better than mine. This could be a lot better. You could probably make this a lot better, but this works. It's hard to die. Unless you're in a volcano and forget it's hot. I mean, I've still got a detector on it. Yeah. The main bulk of this build is the bone dragon stuff. But we've got these little antlers, just because of the stuff you use to create it. Bears, bone dragons, eternal. Armor, golems, white bears, stones, bears. It's just all different things that add defense here and there. You get a little bit of attack as well. Golem's glider. Red Eye's purging, same weapons that he's using on his build. Golem, stones. Prehistorics. Fox. Just, again, something that could be changed to something that's much better. It's not optimized at all. Fox, Scorching. And Primordial, Eternal, Bone Dragon. Now with the shield there is one better. You can get Immortal on that as well. So that's what you're looking for on the shield, is the Immortal, Primordial, Eternal, Bone Dragon. And it puts all your defense stats into offense. Now it's only showing 240 defense, but when you use your skills, I'm sure there's another one that ups my defense as well. 324 defense, 3,897 attack. This is not optimized. I've still got a lot of health points to put in and a lot of stamina points to put in with the slates of growth. But pretty much, it's hard for me to die, because by the time they've managed to get me to half health, quick heal, I'm straight back to full health. It's so hard to die. 1 point in resurrection. You could put more points in to get it back, obviously, because you're playing with a glass cannon. The numbers I hit aren't the best. Got the eye strike. I should have taunted again first to put the extra defense on. It's not bad for a tank damage. It's nowhere near what Flash does. And then when you're mobbing as well, we're going to use, I can't remember what it's called, but this one. Just chucking out random hits. And your full job is just to keep taunting, taking all the aggro, putting your shield up, and just letting Flash go nuts. So the actual skills that I'm using: dodge action, because everyone needs to dodge every now and again. Combat, we're going Ironclad to increase shield's defense. Taunt to obviously increase your defense and get all the enemies off of your damage. Battle him to boost the team. Strong bash, because it's a shield build, so why not? Now counter is obviously a very good one, but counter level 4 comes on the shield, so I've not rushed into building that. Now I haven't actually unlocked all my skill points yet, but parry is where I'm going next, just because again it's a shield build. Life stealing, because you're a tank, every hit's going to get a bit of health back. Unstoppable. Increase your damage again, as long as you're not taking hits, your damage is going up. Backstab increases the damage from behind. It's another little nice one to have, just for that extra little bit of something to help you DPS. Blooming Strike was the mob clearer, and then the same one that Flash is using there, just for a bit of extra additional big damage if it's needed. Magic, we've got full heals, just because we're there to stay alive. That's literally our job. Resurrection. Actually, no, the cooldown doesn't get better on Resurrection. There is no point leveling that up. Level 1 only, because the cooldown's the same regardless. Unless you're bothered about healing your partner, but they've got their own heals. They can deal with that themselves. Nothing in Living. Nothing in Trick. Nothing in Tamer. You could look at Lean Force, restore life when a buff is applied. It's not needed, to be fair. It's hard to die with this build. That's how you tank. Flash has shown you your damage. All the enchantments were there at the start of the video. If you need them again, just pause the video. And that's pretty much all there is to it. That is the best glass cannon and the tank. Put them together. It's unstoppable. Yeah, that's all there is I can say about it. You got anything else you want to say about your build, Flash?
I think that's pretty much it. I've cleared anything. If anyone needs any help, we are in Discord for any advice on the builds and how you craft certain stuff.
There you go. Get in the Discord, get in the conversation. If you can hit a higher damage number than what Flash has just hit, let us know. And say, oi, Gordon, you build shit. Check this out. And if you do manage to get a higher damage build than this, that's before any updates, by the way. What date are we on? 19th of September 2021. That current update, best build. If you can beat it before the new update comes out, let us know. And you win yourself a cookie. By that, I mean you can go in the kitchen and make a fucking cookie and eat it, feeling accomplished. Anyway, that's our best build. Let us know what you think. Get in the comments, get in the Discord. And we'll see you in the next one. Toodle pip.